Hello, Libras, and welcome to this, your August 2024 reading and predictions. Please excuse my hoarse voice. I may cough a few times. I have been just a wee little bit sick the last couple weeks. How was your July? I'd love to hear about it in the comments down below. I know that for many Libras, actually many of the zodiac signs in general, July was a bit of a wild ride. So let me know how things were for you. Let's dive in. The first cards we're going to pull for you are going to be cards of where you are at now here at the end of July as we move into August. We will also look at what you are focusing on, what you're working towards manifesting. We're going to look at your difficult influences and challenges and what you don't see coming or what is unexpected. Look at this mess. Libras, you're doing it to me again. Every time I turn around, Libra is giving us more and more complicated readings. Okay. And we have even more cards that want to come out. Look at this, cards that won't go back into the deck. All right. This is what's left in my deck. And this is what the fairies decided to spit out for you. Sheesh. This is kind of crazy. I'm just trying to pick them up and Libra. If this is what you have going on for where you are at now, we need to have a talk. That means there was a little bit more going on in July than you really thought there was. All right, let's go through this smaller portion of the deck for Libra and ask the fairies to narrow things down. What's going on for Libra right now? All right, thank you, fairies. We got 3 cards from all of that mess. We have the renewal card, the 3 of winter, and the release card. Oh, wow. You still have some really powerful energies going on here, Libra. Where do we even start? It's interesting to me the order in which the cards came out, and it doesn't matter which way I read it, whether I read it from left to right or right to left. You have the 3 of winter in the middle. The 3 of winter is corresponding to the 3 of swords. The 3 of swords is a card of needing to let go of an emotional attachment. And in fact, in the more traditional tarot or the Rider-Waite tarot, the 3 of winter or 3 of swords is depicted as a heart with 3 swords stabbed through the middle of it. And it is about letting go of an attachment to the past, letting go of something that you have been emotionally attached to, and it's preventing you from moving forward. Right next to this 3 of winter, on either side of it, you have a renewal card and you have the release card. I mean, what more powerful message could you possibly need in your life, Libra, than having these 2 powerful major arcana, the release card and the renewal card, on either side of the 3 of swords? I mean, there is something you are holding on to. And the image that I have coming to mind, I'm a very visual person, especially when I'm doing psychic readings and when I almost go into a trance when I'm doing these readings. And the image that's coming to mind for me, Libra, is you on a rope and you're trying to climb up a rope so that you can hold on to what's at the top. And the rope is slippery and you take a couple of pulls on it and then you slide down and you take a couple pulls on it and you slide down again. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Is the sense that I'm getting because you're holding on to an old belief system. You're holding on to something, Libra, that serves no purpose in your life. anymore. It once did, absolutely. It once held a really important part of your life, but it doesn't anymore. This could be a job or a career. It could be a relationship. It could be a family member. As this is a general reading, I can't really narrow it down because it's for all of the Libras that are out there. If you are interested in digging deeper or delving deeper into this, I'll leave my contact details down below because I am available for private consultations. But yeah, there is absolutely someone or something that you need to let go of, Libra. This card, the number 13 card in the Major Arcana, this corresponds to the Death card. Yeah, this is the Death card. Now, this is not referring to physical death of our physical skin and bones. This is about letting go of something that no longer serves your highest good. Let go of the past. Right? I'm going to read it to you. It's down at the bottom there. Let go of the past. An ending that makes way for more opportunities. Time to move on. And that is also the message of the Three of Winter, aka the Three of Swords. And you have the Renewal card. Review the past and the present so that you can plan for a bright future. This card corresponds to the Judgment card from the Major Arcana. There is a fly. It was a mosquito. This card corresponds to the Judgment card. This is the card of sit back, take a good hard look at yourself, at the people you're surrounding yourself with, at your own actions. This is not about sitting in judgment of others, Libra. This is sitting in judgment of self and taking a good hard look at self. Okay, I'm getting a download. This is about you tapping into the mirror principle and shadow work. And when you do mirror work and shadow work, huge shifts are going to happen, and you will be more in a comfortable place to be able to let go of that which is no longer going to serve you as you move forward. Let's take a look at what you are focusing on. Where are you putting your attentions? What are you focusing on for the month of August for Libra? Okay. So we know that where we put our thoughts is what we end up manifesting. So let's see where you are putting your thoughts. We have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is a card of burdens. It is the card of carrying around burdens. Here's the interesting lesson and the work that goes along with this card. Are the burdens that you are currently carrying around yours, Libra, or do they belong to someone else? That is your work. That is what you are focusing on learning. Because when you can recognize that some of the burdens you're carrying around, some of the guilt that you're carrying around is not yours, that's when you can let go and release and renew. What else do we have here? We have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about heading out into the world. It's about making a decision and then taking some action on it, heading out into the world and putting some new ideas and new concepts and perhaps even new behaviors into play in your life. You have the Queen of Swords. This is the queen of the mind, queen of thoughts. This is about you taking time for yourself to get really, really clear on what it is that you want in your life, Libra. This is what you're working towards manifesting. Look at how calm and serene that queen looks on that card. She is sitting in her power. She is comfortable. She is confident. And she is taking time to make sure that she's very, very clear on what she wants. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is about money and finances. It is a positive card, and it is about money and finances riding their way into your life. This is what you're working on manifesting, more abundance. Let's take a look at your difficult influences and challenges. Oh, no, we're getting called here. Let's go here. Difficult influences and challenges for Libra. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay. Okay. In your difficult influences and challenges, you have two kings. You have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Excuse me. King of Pentacles and the King of Swords here, Libra. What does this mean? Well, it means that the King of Pentacles is the richest king in the deck. He fully and completely embraces his wealth and his abundance. He knows that he's deserving of it. But if this comes up in difficult influences, it does indicate that there may be some kind of abundance block happening for you right now, Libra. You have the King of Swords. King of Swords is the card that comes after the Queen of Swords here. Now, having both of them come up in a reading, one in difficult influences and the other one in what you're focusing on, it may indicate because when a king and a queen of the same suit show up in a reading, it can possibly indicate some kind of a deeper relationship, possibly a romantic relationship. And this coming up in difficult influences and what you're focusing on may indicate that you are focusing on one thing and that your partner may be focusing on something else. And so it may be pulling you guys apart a little bit. It's not saying that it's the end of the world because, after all, when kings and queens come together in the tarot, it often indicates a relationship, not a relationship that's on the rocks, but a relationship. And then we dig deeper into where we're at with that relationship, i.e., the queen is on one page and the king is on a different page. So it just means that more open communication is necessary at this time. We have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about needing to make a decision on blind faith. You'll notice here that the character has a blindfold on. Okay, so this is about needing to make a decision without having all of the answers. Now, I know Libras, you don't like doing that. You like to have balance, and you like to be able to see, oh, if I do this, then that'll happen. If I do that, then that's going to happen. And I can see what the outcome will be of either of my choices. But this card coming up is asking you to make a decision, even though you may not have all the answers yet. And then in your difficult influences, Libra, you have two major arcana cards. You have the Strength card. Watch for a Leo possibly coming in that might stir the pot a little bit. It is in your difficult influences. But the Strength card is reminding you that you're stronger than you think you are. Okay. As much as life might be throwing you a curveball right now, you're stronger than you think you are. And also in your difficult influences, you have this card. Now you'll notice on this card, what number is that? In Roman numerals, it's the number 13. These cards have the same meaning. Death card, release card. But this card came up in your difficult influences. This card came up in moving out of July and into August. This means that moving through the month of August, you are still bumping up against releasing that which you need to let go of. let's dive into messages from the universe. Messages that the universe wants Libra to hear at this time. I'm going to have to go through the deck a second time because nothing's coming up. Let's go through this again. Well, that explains why nothing came up. It was at the other end of the deck. Sometimes that happens. Messages for Libra. Anything else? Anything else? All right, Libra. Learn from your mistakes. This is the accountability card. This is the card that says it's okay to make mistakes, but also admit when you've made a mistake and make sure that you learn from your mistakes. Where are we going for your unexpected? Unexpected for Libra. Unexpected. Expected for Libra. Huh, interesting. We just have one card that's come out for you. Page of Pentacles. Good news regarding money. Page of Pentacles. Now, every single tarot card has a positive side and has a counter side to it. The positive side of this card is that you may be seeing a windfall of money in the very near future. It's a positive card. Suggests money and material goods are coming your way. The problem with the page is that he is young, he is naive, and he is impulsive. Excuse me. So the caveat to this card is watch for your financial windfall to potentially be fleeting if you are not careful. In other words, the image that's coming to mind for me is someone who goes into the casino and they say, okay, I'm going to spend $20 and then I'm going to stop. And they do that the first night. No problem. And then they go into the casino the second night and they say, I'm going to spend $20. And on the second quarter that they drop into the slot machine, they win $200. Do you decide to continue to play and risk losing that $200, Libra? Or do you count your blessings with this Page of Pentacles and walk away? This is what this card is about. It's about, hey, some money came into me. Am I going to be frivolous and impulsive with the money? Or am I going to be down to earth and sensible with the money? That is your unexpected for the month of August. I actually like that. And I love that analogy. I love the analogy of, setting restrictions for yourself and sticking to them. But when that windfall comes, do you spend some of it frivolously or do you hold on to it and walk out of the casino? Decisions and choices, Libra. Let's take a look at your general overall outcome. We're going to go over here to this deck. And just so you know, if you are interested in any of the decks that I have used today, I will leave affiliate links in the description down below. General overall outcome. Again, I apologize for the sniffles and the coughing today. But I wanted to make sure I get these videos recorded and get them out to everyone in a timely way. All right, we have one card that's decided not to go down, so I'm going to pull that one out as well. Oh, interesting. Libra, 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 Libra. In what you were focusing on here, you have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is a card of carrying around someone else's burden and exploring whether it's your burden. Now, there's another card in the tarot that is interpreted as a burden by Osho Zen, which is this particular deck that I've just used for your final general overall outcome. And that would be the Six of Swords. But the Six of Swords actually has another meaning to it. The Six of Swords is about looking at a burden, but it's about saying, I'm not going to carry this burden anymore. I'm leaving it behind. In fact, I'm going to see if I can find the card. Actually, I'm just going to pause this for one moment. Okay, Libras. The reason that I wanted to pause the video for just a moment is this is the representation of the Six of Swords from the Rider-Waite or the more traditional tarot. And you'll notice the character on this card has bundled up his family. He's taken his swords and he is leaving, and he's not taking anything else with him. He is carrying no burdens. He has no luggage. He has no baggage that he is taking with him. It's about walking away from our burdens. Now, this card here is represented as this person down at the bottom being a peasant carrying around someone from a different class, a more upper class, who's also carrying around a rooster. And this guy here is demanding that this guy carry him up this mountain. Is that a burden? Yeah. And it is definitely not this guy's burden to bear, the guy down at the bottom. Okay. Why should he be carrying this guy and his rooster? And we know what another name for a rooster is, but I don't want to risk my channel, so I won't say it. But, why is it this guy's responsibility to carry this guy and his rooster up here? Not my burden. I'm walking away. Now, remember that this 10 of Wands, also representing a burden, is part of what you were focusing on, Libra. So your reading is coming around full circle here. This is what you were working on manifesting, looking at the burdens that you had in your life and letting go of burdens that were not yours to bear. And now you are walking away. And I want to say, even from the very start of your reading, when you had this Three of Swords, the release and the renewal card, this was about something that you need to walk away from. It's not yours. Leave it in the past. And finally, you have the Adventure card. This is a card of looking towards the future and seeing rainbows and opportunities and sunshine and unicorns and going on an adventure and not being afraid of what the future holds. The future holds adventure. So go out there and go on an adventure, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe.